Imagine a moment so still, so quiet, that the world around you seems to hold its breath. A moment where your absence speaks louder than any words ever could. Men, what if I told you that the key to capturing her attention, to lingering in her thoughts, isn't in chasing her with endless texts or grand gestures? What if the secret lies in something far simpler, yet infinitely more powerful? Silence. Picture this. You step back, let the noise of constant contact fade, and suddenly she's left wondering, where is he? Why hasn't he reached out? Has he moved on? That silence, that void you create, becomes a mirror reflecting her true feelings. It's not about playing games. It's about creating space for truth to emerge. In a world obsessed with noise, silence is your quiet rebellion, a way to reclaim your power and let her heart reveal itself. Are you ready to discover why going quiet can shift everything? Let's dive into the subtle art of silence and explore how it can transform the way she sees you. Welcome to Elderly Life, where we unravel the deeper truths behind human connection, self-worth, and the quiet strength that shapes our lives. If you're someone who craves wisdom that cuts through the chaos, who wants to master the art of relationships with clarity and grace, you're in the right place. Here, we don't just share advice. We explore the philosophy of living intentionally, of finding power in stillness. If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button and join our community of thoughtful souls seeking to live with purpose. Ring the bell so you never miss a moment of insight. And as we journey through the power of silence today, let us know in the comments. Have you ever used silence to shift a dynamic? Let's create a space for real, meaningful conversations. Now let's step into the heart of this video. In a world that thrives on constant connection, pings, notifications, endless streams of messages, silence is a rare and potent force. When you choose to go quiet, you're not just stepping back, you're reshaping the entire dynamic. Imagine a river that suddenly stops flowing. The stillness forces everything around it to pause, to notice, to adapt. That's what your silence does to her. When you stop texting, calling, or checking in, you remove the predictable rhythm she's grown accustomed to. The daily good morning texts, the casual "how's your day?" messages, they're like a warm blanket of attention she's wrapped herself in. Your absence pulls that blanket away, leaving her exposed to the chill of uncertainty. She begins to wonder, why hasn't he reached out? Is something wrong? Have I lost him? This isn't about cruelty, it's about clarity. Silence creates a void that her mind can't help but fill. Psychologically, humans are wired to seek answers when patterns break. Your sudden quietness triggers her curiosity, planting seeds of doubt and intrigue. For example, imagine you've been texting her daily for weeks, a steady stream of warmth and presence. Then one day you stop. 2 days pass, and her phone stays silent. By day 3, she's scrolling through your last conversation, replaying your words, searching for clues. That's the power of silence. It lingers, it haunts, it demands attention. Your silence isn't just a pause, it's a mirror. It reflects whether she values you or simply craves the attention you provide. Most men fear pulling back, worried it signals weakness or disinterest. But the truth is, stepping away is the ultimate test of her intentions. When you go quiet, her reaction tells you everything. Some women will reach out, unable to resist the urge to reconnect. Others might act indifferent, posting carefree updates on social media, pretending your absence doesn't faze them. And a few may fade away entirely, revealing they were never truly invested. Consider this. A woman who genuinely cares will feel the weight of your silence. She'll text you, perhaps with a simple, "Hey, haven't heard from you. Everything okay?" That message isn't just curiosity, it's her heart reaching out, seeking to bridge the gap. Conversely, a woman who was only in it for validation might post a flashy Instagram story, hoping you'll see it and chase her. Her actions, whether subtle or overt, reveal her priorities. This is where silence becomes your ally. It strips away the noise of flattery and fleeting attraction, leaving only the truth. By stepping back, You give her the space to decide whether you're worth fighting for. And that clarity is worth more than 1,000 unanswered texts. Women are perceptive, often attuned to the slightest shifts in behavior. When you've been a constant presence, reliable, attentive, and then suddenly go silent, it's like pulling the rug out from under her. That silence creates a gap in her day, a void where your warmth once was. And for many, that void sparks panic. Psychologically, humans crave certainty, especially in relationships. Your consistent attention gave her a sense of control, a reassurance that you were there, invested, predictable. When you withdraw, that control slips away. She's left grappling with questions. Did I push him away? Has he lost interest? Is he with someone else? This panic often manifests in impulsive actions. She might send a casual text, "Hey, you okay?" Or call you out of the blue, her voice tinged with urgency. These aren't just check-ins. They're attempts to reclaim the dynamic she's lost. For instance, picture a woman who's grown used to your daily messages. When you stop, she might wait a day, then two, before texting, "Haven't heard from you in a bit. What's up?" That message is her heart racing, her mind scrambling to understand why the script has changed. The key here is restraint. Don't rush to explain your silence or flood her with attention. A calm, measured response. "I've just been taking some time to myself," keeps her in that reflective state, wondering what you mean to her. Silence, when wielded with intention, is a gentle nudge that forces her to confront her feelings. Not every woman will react with panic. Some will cloak their unease in a carefully crafted facade of indifference. She might stop responding to your last message, post a vibrant social media update, "Living my best life," or even flaunt her happiness in ways that feel calculated to reach you. This isn't disinterest, it's a defense mechanism. Women, like all of us, fear vulnerability. Admitting that your silence bothers her risks looking weak or desperate, so she builds a wall of nonchalance, telling herself and others that she's unbothered. But here's the truth. True indifference requires no effort. If she's working hard to prove she doesn't care, your absence has already shaken her foundation. Imagine she posts a photo at a party, laughing with friends, captioned, "Couldn't be happier." At first glance, it seems she's moved on. But look closer. Why post it now when you've gone quiet? Her effort to project happiness is a signal that your silence has pierced her armor. The mistake many men make is panicking at this indifference, rushing to re-engage. But chasing her only reinforces her control. Instead, hold your ground. Let her facade crack under the weight of her own pretense. Over time, her need to prove she's fine will fade, and her true feelings will surface. In the digital age, silence doesn't mean disconnection. When you stop reaching out, her first instinct might be to turn to your online presence. She'll scroll through your Instagram stories, analyze your latest posts, even notice who's commenting on your updates. This isn't mere curiosity. It's her way of staying tethered to you without breaking her own silence. Social media becomes her window into your world. She might view your story within minutes of you posting, yet never like or comment. Why? Because engaging feels too vulnerable, too revealing. Instead, she lurks in the shadows, piecing together fragments of your life. Who's that in his photo? Where has he been? Is he happier without me? This behavior stems from a mix of longing and insecurity. Your silence creates a mystery, and she's driven to solve it. For example, imagine you post a cryptic photo of a sunset with the caption, "Finding peace." She'll linger on that image, wondering what it means, what's changed in your life. Her quiet observation is proof that you're still in her thoughts. The temptation for men is to overshare online, to feed her curiosity with updates. But restraint is key. A balanced, mysterious online presence keeps her guessing, amplifying the impact of your silence. Let her watch from the sidelines, wondering about the parts of your life she can no longer access. As your silence lingers, she might respond with a confusing dance of hot and cold. One day she likes your post or sends a playful text. The next she's distant, unresponsive, leaving you questioning her intentions. This isn't randomness, it's a deliberate test. Women understand the power of inconsistency. Mixed signals keep you off balance, wondering whether she's interested or just toying with you. Psychologically, this confusion can bind you to her, as your mind scrambles to decode her behavior. She's gauging your emotional stability, testing whether you'll chase her breadcrumbs. For instance, she might text, "Missed seeing your name pop up," only to ghost your reply. Most men leap at these signals, desperate for clarity, but chasing only confirms her control. Instead, stay steady, respond with calm neutrality, or don't respond at all. By refusing to play her game, you show a strength that commands respect. True interest is clear and consistent. Mixed signals often reflect her own uncertainty or need for validation. Don't waste energy unraveling her intentions. Focus on your own path and let her sort through her emotions. Your silence doesn't just disrupt her day, it plants seeds of doubt in her heart. When you stop chasing, she begins to question her choices. Did I underestimate him? Was he more valuable than I realized? What if I made a mistake? Women, like all of us, rely on validation to feel secure. Your attention was a safety net, affirming her worth. When you pull it away, she's left standing on unsteady ground, replaying your interactions for clues. This doubt is powerful. It forces her to confront the possibility that she let go of someone who truly mattered. For example, imagine she brushed you off, assuming you'd always be there. Your silence shatters that assumption. She might recall moments when you showed kindness, strength, or depth, wondering if she misjudged you. This introspection is where your absence works its magic, shifting how she sees you. The key is to stay resolute. Chasing her now would erase her doubt, confirming she was right to let you go. But by focusing on your own growth, you amplify her uncertainty, making her question whether she lost something irreplaceable. Perhaps the most unexpected outcome of your silence is the respect it earns. When you step back, you declare your worth. You show that your time, energy, and heart are not to be taken for granted. This shift in the dynamic can transform how she perceives you. Women admire men who set boundaries, who value themselves enough to walk away from unreciprocated effort. Your silence signals that you're not dependent on her approval, that your self-worth is rooted in something deeper. This quiet strength is magnetic. It commands admiration, even if she doesn't admit it. Picture a man who stops texting after months of one-sided effort. Instead of begging for her attention, he focuses on his goals, his passions. She notices this shift, his confidence, his independence, and it changes how she sees him. He's no longer just another admirer. He's a man who knows his value. This respect may not bring her back, but it ensures she views you differently. And that shift, born of your quiet resolve, is a victory in itself. Silence is more than the absence of words. It's a language of its own, a quiet force that reveals truths we might otherwise miss. When you step back, you create space for clarity, for her to confront her feelings, and for you to rediscover your own strength. It's a reminder that your worth doesn't depend on her response, but on the life you choose to build. As you move forward, ask yourself, what does your silence say about you? Is it a retreat or a reclaiming of your power? The beauty of this journey is that it's yours to shape. Whether she returns or not, you emerge stronger, grounded in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your value. So take a moment to reflect. Have you ever used silence to shift a dynamic? What did it teach you about yourself, about her? The answers lie in the stillness, waiting for you to listen. Keep walking your path, trusting that the right connections will find you when the time is right. And know that in the quiet, you are never truly alone. You are becoming the man you were meant to be. If this resonated with you, drop a comment. Have you ever used silence to change a dynamic? Like, share, and subscribe to Elderly Life for more insights on living with purpose. Hit the bell to join our journey of wisdom and growth. Let's keep the conversation going.